Good day panel. I'm Wian Kotze and I'm going to present to you CCNA 3 and 4 networking networks. Network documentation. Businesses increasingly rely on network infrastructure to provide mission-critical services. As businesses grow, they evolve and hire more employees, open more branch offices and expand to the global market. These changes directly affect the requirements of the network. A good network has a good LAN design. Scalability. It's important to allow growth because it's expensive when the network design is optimized to your current requirements, and then you need to meet new requirements when your network grows. Plan for redundancy, preventing disruptions of network services by minimizing the possibility of a single point of failure. One method of implementing redundancy is by initializing duplicate equipment and providing failure over service of critical devices. Routing protocols. Advanced routing protocols such as OSPF and EIGRP are being used in large networks. Selecting your network devices as well. Switch hardware, router hardware, and managing your devices. Policies is security and topology. Network principles. File sharing, mail delivery is send and receive emails. Telecommunications and access to the internet, such as voice, video, and data communication. Scalability, just like I explained, it's important to allow for growth in your network. Security, I'll explain further in the next slides. Protecting your intellectual property by ensuring all personnel and company information is more secure. Networking. Switches are the foundation of businesses' networks. A switch acts as a controller connecting computers, printers and servers to the network and the building and campus. Switches allow devices on your network to communicate to each other and as well other networks. Through information sharing and resources allocation, switches save money and increase productivity. Routers connect multiple networks together. Routers enable all networked computers to share one single internet connection, which saves money. A router acts as a dispatcher. It analyzes data being sent across the network, chooses the best path and sends the data on its way. Routers connect your business to the world. Protect information from security threats and do so much more. Access points. And access points allow devices to connect the wireless network without cables. A wireless network makes it easy to bring new devices online and provide flexible support to mobile workers. But an access point does more than simply extend your Wi-Fi. It also gives you critical information about the device and provides proactive security and do so much more. Topology. In this topology, we configured PPP with CHAP authentication, OSPF as our routing protocol, and inter-VLAN routing. PPP, point-to-point protocol. There's two basic functions, PAP and CHAP. PAP is a basic two-way authentication process. There is no encryption and sends the username and password over plaintext. Here is the commands we used. First, we enabled the encapsulation process and then specified CHAP. CHAP authentication is more secure than PAP. It involves the three-way handshake that shares secrets. We also enable the encapsulation process and then specify the authentication process as CHAP. James will speak more about it more in detail of our project. Security. Security is one of the most important aspects of our network. There are different types of attacks. For example, VLAN attack and DHCP attacks. LAN attacks has solutions. Here's some. Use a dedicated VLAN, management VLAN, where management traffic only resides. Secure your remote access. Always use strong usernames and passwords. Another form of security is ACLs. It filters unwanted access. There's standard and extended. Standard ACLs does not specify the destination or the protocol type, so that's why we configure it close to the destination. Extended ACLs, we configure it as close to the source as possible because it specifies the destination and the protocol type. We configured an extended ACL to deny a specific host to go to the internet, and we configured on the interface as inbound. Routing protocols, EIGRP and OSPF. There are two routing protocols. These are two routing protocols that we deal a lot with, but there's so much more. EIGRP was initially released in 1992 and is proprietary protocol, and it's only for Cisco devices. EIGRP includes features that is both link state and distance vector routing protocol. However, EIGRP is a routing protocol that is a key distance vector routing protocol, in which the information about the topology is only being learned from directly connected neighbors. EIGRP version 2 is for IP version 4. EIGRP version 3 is for IP version 6. OSPF. Initially development of OSPF began in 1987 and by the Internet Engineering Task Force, and OSPF is also a link state protocol. OSPF version 2 is for IP version 4. OSPF version 3 is for IP version 6. An OSPF network can be divided into subdomains called areas. In an area, a local collection of OSPF networks, routers, links that have the same area identification. The router does not have any detailed information about the network topology outside its area, and therefore it reduces the size of the database it needs to hold. Networking tools. These networking tools can be used for copper cable, fiber cable and wireless testing. These tools are digital multimeters, cable testers, cable analyzers, portable network analyzer, network analyze module. Professional ethics. Advantages is faster data transfer, easier collaboration. Disadvantage is cybercrime and no digital privacy. What I have learned and my time management. I have learned how to configure routers, switches and end devices and set up a complete network. I rate my time management 8 out of 10. I kept to a tight schedule and tried to keep my work up to date. Here is my term to activity log graph.